Once again, John Motson is the commentator.
The stage is set for the sort of cup drama with which Old Trafford is so familiar. A later kick-off time has eased the congestion for supporters getting into the ground, and we may have the first 50,000 attendants at this theatre of football for over a year. Gate receipts will be over £200,000, and it's a big pay night for Bournemouth, who will earn around £70,000 from this replay and who've brought more than 2,000 fans to Manchester. And for that outing, they can thank Richard Cook, who tormented United with his wing play on Saturday and forced Alex Ferguson to use 3 different left-backs. Well, tonight the job goes to 17-year-old Lee Sharp, who came on as substitute for Lee Martin and now keeps the number 3 shirt. Number 6, Mal Donaghy, will play right back. Number 2, Clayton Blackmore, in midfield. Well, Bournemouth play the same 11. Number 3, Paul Morrell, and number 6, Sean O'Driscoll, are survivors from that tie here in 1985 when they lost 3-0. And manager Harry Redknapp has personal memories of a quite extraordinary cup game here 17 years ago. He was in the West Ham team, beaten by Stoke City in a League Cup semi-final replay when Bobby Moore played most of the match in goal. Referee is Ray Lewis from Surrey, who took charge of the first match at Dean Court. And tonight, Bournemouth are wearing all blue, playing from the right in the first half. That was Alott, the goal scorer, on Saturday. In fact, it was his first in 11 games, Trevor Alott. And how valuable that equaliser has proved, certainly financially for Bournemouth. Mal Donaghy for United. McClare. Hughes. And a roar went up as soon as Hughes got the ball. McClare. O'Driscoll to Bishop. Bournemouth being hurried. Strachan. Looks for Robson. Bond was in the way. That was in by Bruce. Skied by Bishop. Header by Newson. Listen. Robson. Hughes. Jerry Payton, the goalkeeper, very confident in his pre-match quotes, said he thought the second division side had a real chance tonight. Alott looks for Blissett. McGrath had to be quick. Quite a sprightly start here to test the Manchester United defence by a Bournemouth side who've risen to the occasion very adequately so far. But there's a long way to go. Hughes. Bruce. McClare's header back. Strachan. Out on the left is Milne. Still Milne. Bruce. Hughes. The personal duel between Hughes and Williams is bound to be one of the contests of the night. Some pushing and pulling, really, between them on 2 or 3 occasions already. Hughes is so awkward, as you can see, he bustled past Williams there.
Milne.
Tried to play the ball back, and Brian McClair was in. 19 minutes gone, and he took it well. Sean O'Driscoll's back pass. Payton couldn't get there, McClair could. So Bournemouth go a goal down, and it has to be partly of their own making. Brian McClair, though, didn't need asking twice. That's his 15th goal of the season, which means he's now level with Hughes, and he thumped that in. Now Bournemouth reply immediately with a free kick. Newson! So close, straight away from the kickoff. And the marking there wasn't very good, if the truth be told. And the Bournemouth captain almost equalised immediately. Sean O'Driscoll's back pass caught them all out. And Brian McClair fired it very comfortably past Payton. But there was almost an immediate reply. Takes credit for being in faster than any of the players. It was a really good piece of officiating there. He saw what the reaction was going to be, and he sprinted across to push the Manchester United players, or to guide them away. And just watch the tackle. This is Gordon Strachan, and Morel just takes him shin high and gets a yellow card. Number 3. And a word too to the bench. Free kick to Manchester United. Robson is in there with McClair and Hughes. Hughes is leaning back. Hughes! He was backing into Williams. Free kick to Bournemouth. And this is where it's so difficult for referees and for defenders. When Hughes starts to use his body like that, the crowd scream for a penalty, but in actual fact, as the referee is saying to Strachan, the offence is actually the other way. Mark Hughes was pulled up, and the referee had a very good 60 seconds there. Cup tie has exploded into life in the last 2 or 3 minutes. The goal has changed the tempo of the whole evening. Aylott, Williams and Newson all in there again. Williams up with the goalkeeper, Newson coming in. Oh, and it just evaded Blissett. Hughes for United. Newson again in a good position to threaten the United goal. That's the second time. Here's Cook. Oh, another bad pass intercepted. And United have got 6 players forward. But Bournemouth with Bishop and O'Connor combining well. and not caught out this time. This is Cook. Offside, Bishop. So 1-0 to Manchester United. Ryan McClare, the scorer, getting up there. The prospect of an appetising sixth-round tie against Nottingham Forest has got the Manchester United faithful talking these last 2 or 3 days, but tonight wasn't going to be a formality, and they've started in the right manner here. But Bournemouth have let them know that it's far from over. O'Connor. A-Lot's there. So too over on the far side was Cook. This is Milne, though. Sharp. Williams, another foul. Ralph Milne. It's quite interesting to see them marking Richard Cook like this, Manchester United. They were so disturbed on Saturday by him that they're just not giving him an inch tonight. Bit of pushing, it nearly fell for A-Lot. Those free kicks that Bournemouth are delivering are giving the Manchester United defence some concern. Strachan, McClare, he's giving Bournemouth a bit too. Bishop. Oh, good ball, it's Luther Blissett. McGrath's coming across, the angle's poor, but Blissett did very well. And Jim Leighton had to go down quickly. Bishop's pass. Newson. Bishop again. A-Lot. O'Driscoll. Play on, advantage. Bishop prodding it forward once more. Well, they may be a goal down, Bournemouth, but one has to say that they're playing pretty well. Terrific atmosphere inside the ground, and I gather that apart from one section, all the gates are now locked. So another huge attendance at Old Trafford, just confirming the magnetic appeal of Manchester United and of the FA Cup. This is Strachan. Hughes comes to the near post and still gets there. Brilliant play by Hughes. He was about third favourite to get that ball when the cross first came in, but he made it his. McClare flicked it on for Strachan, but there were two defenders who were in a better position to get to this cross at first than Hughes was. But just look at that. He's there, and he gets the shot in. So a lively first half here. Bournemouth still very much in this cup tie. A series of free kicks they've earned. That one headed away by Bruce. And back by Newson. And O'Connor, they've certainly come to compete. Blissett. Bruce. Not a good ball. Bishop. McGrath. Donaghy. Strachan. Oh. Morel for Bournemouth. Robson for United. Hughes. Bournemouth have grown up so much as a club and a team since they last came to Old Trafford. Here's O'Connor. Blissett. Goal kick. For so many years, Bournemouth were a third division club, but they won that championship 2 seasons ago, and they've consolidated in Division 2, and they've earned the right to be here tonight. O'Driscoll to Cook. If there was a foul there, that was late. Brian Robson. And the England captain is going to get booked. Richard Cook was the player who he fouled, and it was late. And it's a yellow card for Brian Robson. Cook has just, again, played the ball first and then been caught. I think he was half expecting it, mind you, and might have been starting to jump. Anyway, it's a free kick. So we've had a couple of strong challenges on Richard Cook, to say the least. It couldn't get round the outside. Bishop and Blackmore in the middle of the field. A-Lot. And Robson now being harried by Bishop. Hughes. Strachan's in. Just shaved the post. It wouldn't have mattered, he was offside. He was just offside, but it was a good move. Again, the sheer muscular qualities of Mark Hughes sliding Gordon Strachan in. He's offside at this point, but the shot just shaves that post. Bruce. Blackmore. Williams header out. We're in stoppage time at the end of the first half. Cook. Nice control for Bournemouth. Bishop. Newson. Cook. Now Hughes. And as he starts to power forward, the whistle goes, not for an offence, but for half-time. This is no easy ride for Manchester United. All that separates the teams at half-time is a goal which was the result of a careless back pass by Sean O'Driscoll, which Brian McClare turned into his 15th goal of the season, the goal by which United lead. But Bournemouth have acquitted themselves well, bearing in mind the demands of the occasion. Manchester United have kept 5 consecutive clean sheets at Old Trafford. In fact, the last player to score here for the opposition was on January the 1st, John Barnes of Liverpool. There's Hughes. So that's the size of the task facing Bournemouth in this second half. Got to score to stay in the FA Cup and to keep the second division flag flying. Very much an aerial battle up there. It's more on the ground at this end. This is Hughes to Strachan. McClare in the centre. Another Manchester United players making runs now. One of them is Milne here. That's Milne's shot. second goal, always critical in a match like this. It might just push the tie beyond Bournemouth's reach if Manchester United can get it. There go McClare and Hughes into the 6-yard box. Bruce and Robson are waiting deeper. It's going to come out as far as Clayton Blackmore. Deflection, it may fall for Hughes. Flags up. Well, Manchester United led 1-0 down at Dean Court. They were pegged back. They lead 1-0 tonight. Can Bournemouth haul themselves round again in this 5th round FA Cup tie? Robson's header. Hughes. I wouldn't say that Manchester United have been at their most majestic in this match, but they know they're in a battle, and it's developed into a very close, competitive match, as the first one was. Offside. 10 minutes gone in the second half. It was O'Driscoll who was caught. Donaghy. Hughes trying to turn Williams. Bishop is covering. He's a player, little Ian Bishop, who will have attracted the interest once more of a lot of First Division scouts over these 2 matches. Well, Hughes never looked like getting that. This is Williams, Aylott, Blissett, McGrath, Milne. Mark Newson wouldn't be deceived by the dummy. Forward by Bond. Aylott heads it back to Blissett. And there still seems to be plenty of football left in Bournemouth. This is Cook. Forward by Morel. Cook's coming in from this side. That was sharp. Williams has stayed forward in the middle. And Cook tries to get round Sharp. And that looks like a free kick to Bournemouth in what could be a very dangerous position. Aylott, Williams and Bond the targets here, and Newson. Aylott's up! Oh, and Jim Leighton makes a good save from the number 9. Trevor Aylott, whose equaliser turned the game at Bournemouth, almost repeated that performance. It was always going to be a difficult ball for United to defend that. It was whipped in, it was Aylott's header, and it was Leighton's save. Taken by Bishop, and Aylott gets a good contact on this between 2 defenders. Flying one-handed save by Jim Leighton. And the 40,000 plus Manchester United supporters in the ground must be growing a little anxious now. Bournemouth are coming at them. Free kick once again. Blissett. And now Milne. Hughes. Oh, it's just asking a bit much of Milne, that, from Hughes. Onside here, 3 Bournemouth players in attack. Hughes. That comes off Bishop. Now they're offside, or Bliss it is. Well, that was the nearest Bournemouth have come to scoring, and this angle may reveal how A-Lot got up between 2 red-shirted defenders, got the header in, but Leighton was going the right way, parried it, and was able to catch it quite comfortably. Here's Gordon Strachan. Blackmore. It wasn't the best of crosses by Maldonaghy. Here's Blissett. A-Lot. Bournemouth are still very much in this cup tie, and nobody knows that better than Jim Leighton. Twice now, Trevor A-Lot has gone close. Blissett's pass in. McGrath is not tight enough, really, and A-Lot gets his shot in just wide. Williams, Clare, Strachan, Robson is well forward here, he might just get in, Brian Robson, he goes down, and the free kick is given the other way. Use of the hand by Robson. Just watch Brian Robson's arm here. He's got 2 defenders to beat, but he used his hand in that melee. Blackmore. Robson goes again. Can he edge it on to Strachan? He can. Overcame Williams, and Robson was caught late. Free kick. Morel was just in there after Robson had released the ball to Strachan, so players brought back for the free kick to United. They've sent Bruce forward. He's made a run now as Bruce. Blackmore. Hughes couldn't get there. He might now. It's Hughes. Deflection. McClare was in, and he missed it. Now McClare seems to think it was a push or a deflection, one or the other. But certainly he didn't hit the target. There were a couple of ricochets there. Mark Hughes tried to get the shot in. Now it comes to McClare. Right across the goal. Oh, good header, Maldonaghy. Robson. Oh, well played, Mark Hughes. And Clayton Blackmore. Brian McClare. Donaghy's made a good run from the back here. So Manchester United search for the second goal that could prove priceless and decisive. It's Blackmore. Robson's in there. So too was McClare. The way Bournemouth are playing without a left winger as such, Maldonaghy is getting plenty of time to get forward and join the attack. O'Driscoll looks for Blissett. Bruce had to clear. Milne. Strachan into Blackmore. Now, is he offside or not? Donaghy well forward, and here's Hughes! And it's been saved by Clayton. This is Milne. Flags up, the flags up. So, still the second goal eludes Manchester United, but will it come now? McClare and Hughes hovering dangerously. Bruce is there too. In comes Bruce, and the referee has blown. Well, Clayton Blackmore there played a quite superb ball. It had Manchester United moving beautifully. Donaghy's cross. Jerry Payton makes an important save from Mark Hughes that kept Bournemouth in the cup. O'Connor. Aylott. Bishop. And now looking for Luther Blissett. And he's come inside Steve Bruce. This is Blissett. And shot did awfully well to stop Cook. The goal was wide open. And Luther Blissett made that opening. And the 17-year-old prevented the equaliser, which, had he not got that put in, was a certainty for little Richard Cook. Hughes tucked that ball in beautifully to Robson. He found Strachan. Now Milne. McClare's in the middle. Oh, Ralph Milne seemed to lose his bearings completely there. And instead, McGrath has to come thundering through. Sharp. Blackmore. McClare, space. Oh! Well, Strachan tried to play the ball back to McClare, and Williams fouled him, and it's a free kick right on the edge of the area. Now, the players are surrounding Ray Lewis, because John Williams has already been given the yellow card. Brian McClare played a lovely one to him. Just look how he was checked. And it's going to be a free kick, that's for certain. Not perhaps quite on the line where Brian Robson has put the ball, but we shall see. No. Now, who strikes this? Robson is there, so is Blackmore. It was Blackmore off the wall. Oh, how did Hughes miss? Well, I didn't see a flag. Clayton Blackmore takes the kick. It catches one of the Bournemouth heads. Hughes is onside, and dear, oh dear. What a chance missed. Robson. McClare. Free kick's been given. Well, they say Mark Hughes scores the spectacular goals, but doesn't always get the easy ones. That may be evidence of that. Aylott spins off to the left. McGrath in the way. It's Gill again. Well, we've got a minute of the 90 left. Robson finds Blackmore. Manchester United still lead 1-0. McClare. Well, Brian McClare hoping to put it beyond question in the last minute, but as with a couple of Manchester United efforts, just wide. Gill. Oh, Luther using the heel very intelligently there. And gaining what could be an important free kick for Bournemouth, because this could be their last chance. We've had the full 90 minutes. Aylott, Williams, Bond and Newson lined up in there. Now, can United come out quick enough? It's Bishop to Cook. And there it is.
52,000 people saw a close, competitive cup replay with First Division Manchester United coming out on top, but with some relief at the end. Brian McClare's first half goal proves decisive, but they're congratulating Harry Redknapp and his Bournemouth team because they did themselves in the second division proud. They're saluting their supporters. Bournemouth stayed in it right to the end, and there were times when Manchester United had to hang on a little bit, having failed to put the game beyond doubt at the other end. Never comfortable, never a classic, but nevertheless a critical victory which gives United a home sixth round tie against Nottingham Forest.